Good excuse me. Good morning, everybody. Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Sunday. It is May 5th, 2022. So before I say anything else, I have to give a huge shout out for, the young gentleman that came down here today. We're the same age, so Ronnie's awesome. Like I said, he had called me up and said, this lady's got this Troy built for sale. It's $400. Are you interested? And after pushing this whole area, I was like, yes, I am interested. So a big shout out for Ronnie for picking that up for me and bringing it down. Very, very much appreciated. Like I said, we went yesterday, got the new battery for the four-wheeler. So before we get any further into this video, really quickly, I want to remind everybody I will be live streaming tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I would encourage you to join me then. We're going to be talking about the price of fuel and what the real true cost of all that is. And I got a statement that I want to read to you guys tonight. So I would encourage you all to join me then for that discussion. Okay? So just putting that out there ahead of time. So took a little ride on a four-wheeler this morning already. So I'm going to show you, we're going to take a walk up to the upper meadow here real quick. And but no, it's awesome having the four-wheeler squared away now, because one of my projects this week, I can tell you right now, is going to be filling potholes on the road in. I have that pile of stone. I got to get this other stone raked up, but I need a little healing time on this hand first before I start raking again. But I can kind of shovel, I think, and get some of that stone into the trailer, and we will start working on the potholes, which definitely need work. So that will be a good thing. It'll make it much, much easier getting in and out of here, which will be, again, a good thing. So today's project here at the homestead, I will be working. Now, I still have a little bit of a spot down over here that I have to finish, but I think what I may do first, we're going to walk up here and I will show you. See, Batman had Robin, the Lone Ranger had Tonto, I have Hella, my trusty sidekick. Alright, so we had the four-wheeler obviously down on the trailer. So I had started, he did a brush hog on his property over the last couple days. So I think what I'm going to work on is this area right here first. I did around the graveyard, more for respect for my neighbors than anything else. I wanted to make sure they had nice access to get in there if they wanted to get into the graveyard. So I had also run the mower up and down the strip in the center, and I hit the sides here, but just slowly starting to work on this. But I think if I hit this area here first and work on this today, it should be fairly decent. We'll have to see how it all goes, but definitely want to keep working on this and get things squared away. But so again, now that we're in full bloom again, now I had wanted to build up in this area. I still can, guys. There's absolutely no reason that I couldn't come a foot off the fence line here. I could go 10, 12 feet wide through this area and build something right here to look at that view. Even if I came down the hill a little bit, because the line is, like I said, there. Even if I built right in here, and built something. You know, built it up. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful view. It would be a shame to have it go to waste. That's just my take on that. So I definitely, up in here, there will be a building down the road. I can't say exactly when that's going to be with everything else going on. But yeah, it is just such a beautiful, beautiful view that I definitely want to utilize that and build something up here down the road. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, so that's where we're at with that one. But so again, productive weekend. I'm going to show you. Oh, so a couple things I wanted to comments that were said and I want to address. The four-wheeler, why do we charge the battery up first? Because the battery only comes at a certain state of charge, even when you put the acid into the batteries. So it says right on the box, put it on a trickle charge for at least a half an hour to top that off. So we actually left that on the trickle charge for about an hour, and maybe a little bit longer than that. But so that is what that was all about. And so that's why the battery, even though it was a brand new battery, you top it off all the way, then you put it in, and then you're good to go. Now, the other thing is, saw several comments, the vents, okay? The vents have a screening on the inside of the vents, okay? So people are like, oh my God, bees are going to be able to get in there. No, they're not. There is a screening on the inside to prevent bugs from getting in. So that's not going to be an issue at all. Now I will tell you this, when winter comes, I will close those vents off. I'm going to want to retain as much heat as I possibly can in the battery room in the wintertime, okay? That's why I insulated it the way that I did with the rock wool insulation. The batteries give off heat anyway, so there will be, you know, there's no off-gassing with lithium-ion batteries, but there's definitely, you know, they definitely, everything gives off heat in there. So that's why, like, a lot of times during the day you'll see that door is open. I have that open for a reason. But now with the vents on top on both sides, that's going to make a huge, huge difference. So again, another big, huge shout out for Ronnie for taking care of that for me. Because he was like, well, I saw when you hurt your hand, he said, you know, you were going to not be doing a whole lot. But like I said, the one thing that I absolutely can do, I can cut grass. So down here, this is the one area that I still have to hit. And so that's actually, I may just do that first to get that out of the way, because that shouldn't take that long, and it'll definitely make a difference with, you know, with everything going on. But so anyway, I'm going to try to keep busy this week. I have work to do in the battery room, which I absolutely am going to get done this week. And I got a few things I want to do to the big blue house. So we got Eric's big blue house back in the corner. And again, we're going to walk back here, guys, real quick. I'm going to walk back here. What I like about, he had asked that the building be tucked in as far as possible. And I'm going to show you. Now, here we are. It's probably, God, it's got to be, it's after 11. I don't know exactly what time. But look at that view. That is tucked right in there, nice and shaded. When the sun kicks over, or it's right, straight overhead right now, that's going to be very shaded. It's going to be very comfortable. Anybody staying in there is going to be just loving it no matter what. Open up the windows, you'll get a nice breeze in there at night, and it's not going to get too hot during the day. So that's a good thing as well. But yeah, so that's what's happening with all of that. So just letting you guys know what's happening. I'm really happy with everything so far that we've gotten done. Everything takes time, folks, and that's the reality of things. You know, I may not be able to, so the thought process moving forward, okay, let's talk about that. If my property does not sell in New York, we have to go with that conclusion. There's a possibility that the property may not sell. If the property does not sell, what I probably will end up having to do is I will have to build something that me and this one can winter in down here. And so it doesn't have to be huge, because I'd still be able to utilize the camper for the refrigerator and everything else, and the microwave and all that. But I would want to have some place where I could have a wood stove and stay warm and do all those type of things. So I may build a small, and when I say small, maybe 12 by 16, you know, something like that, come fall if the property does not sell. So, you know, I don't want to, like I said, right now, I don't want to put myself in a huge hole. So that's why things have kind of slowed down, and from that aspect of things. So that's where I'm at with that. And we're just, like I said, we're just going to continue to work on things and see what we can get accomplished and what we can get done. And that's the important thing right now. The water sources have to be developed. So, you know, I got to get gutters on here. I think what I'm going to do, guys, just to address this part of it as well. One of these water catchments, all right, only one of them is going to go up here. I think I'm going to take the other one, and that's going to go down to the spring down here. Somebody had asked a question. He goes, "Wow, that water's really dirty. How could you, you know, wash up and clean up and wash your dishes and stuff with that type of dirty water?" Okay, so I wanted to address that. We will have a filter between where the water is coming out of the spring and into the tank to clean the water, so that by the time the water goes into the tank, it's going to be crystal clear, clean water. Okay, so that hopefully answers that question. I see the questions a lot of times, and I don't always get a chance to answer them in the comments, but I see them and I think about them, and I'm like, I want to, you know, address different things. But I will show you really quickly here. Let's do this real quick. Hold on, guys. All right, I don't know if you can see it, but there is a mesh on the back side of this. So the airflow could still go through, but it's not going to allow bugs to get up and in here. All right, so I hope that answers that question. And let's see, I know the battery's got to be completely topped off, and yes, they are. All right, so... All right, so that's where we're at. That's what's happening. I do want to thank everybody for the recommendation of the soft start for the air conditioner for the camper. I will definitely be addressing that. So thank you guys for that suggestion. That's very awesome, and I think that will work out fantastic. So I do appreciate you guys giving me that information. And all right, well, anyway, I'm going to jump off here for now. Oh, the other thing we did yesterday, just real quick, I don't think we showed it on video. We cleaned up the other pile. We burned off the rest of that stuff. So that is all cleaned up now. Definitely looks much better. All right, so we got our kindling stuff here. I will, now that I have the trailer, that I could hook it up to the lawnmower, or but I'll hook it up to the four-wheeler. I can go down in the woods. There's some things I need to buck up down there, and then with having the trailer right there, I can just toss everything right into the trailer. So that's going to be a huge asset, a huge asset. So that trailer and that four-wheeler, guys, are definitely going to get their work out. There's no doubt about that. So, all right, real quick, I'll talk about my website, preppernurse1.com. We have the Prepper Nurse 1 community, which is a resource that we have for you guys to be able to connect with like-minded people. It is free to join. It does not cost anything. You do have to register, but no credit card information is asked. All right. With that, we also have on my website, we have the Forefathers, which is the CBD and hemp store. So definitely take advantage of that as well. And so they are, if you go to my website, preppernurse1.com, you'll see their logo Click on that. It will take you to their website. Once you're over there, if you decide to make a CBD or hemp purchase, you can save 15% by using the discount code PrepperNurse1. So definitely take advantage of that as well. Last but not least, we have the Legacy freeze-dried food. So again, PrepperNurse1.com, click on store, it will drop down, it will say Legacy Foods. You'll click on that, it will take you to the store within the website. Definitely take advantage of that as well. 25-year shelf life, GMO free, gluten options available for people that need that. It is vegetarian, but there are beef and chicken options that can be purchased separately. So again, good thing to have in your long-term preps. Again, is also the largest portion size of any of the other freeze-dried food companies. So anyway, one last thing I want to show you. So we had, before I sign off here, guys, we had that bucket out here with the potatoes in it, right? So I had a spot here in the garden that was not growing anything. So I dug a hole, we took the bucket, we took the potatoes out of there, put them into here, so that way, because they would not have grown great in the bucket. So this way they will, and they'll be awesome. The potatoes look great. What I'm going to be doing, I will be doing more grass trimmings as well to cover everything up. And if we don't get rain in the next day or two, I will be out here watering. So, all right. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we will be in much, much better shape. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life, so it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Now, guys, I'm going to show you something. Watch. All right, I'll see you all tonight at 8 p.m., guys. Have a good day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.